Okay. Hi, Snooks girls. We've got Susan from Snooks. I'm, of course, Emma from the work. So I wanted to just chat to these guys. So we met, we actually found them on Instagram. We were looking for a brand to connect with, and we were both kind of launching our companies, and of course our brand colours matched, which just meant that we were the absolute perfect match for each other. So these guys sponsored our staff uniforms last year, sent us out some brilliant kit, and they also came to join us for Snowbox, which actually we didn't get to see that much of you because you were so busy.
That was wicked though. That was so much fun, and just to see how you guys work out there as well, and the chalet, and the girls are all working. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was
had
awesome.
Such a good time.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed yourselves. So I just wanted, because when I did get a chance to sit down and touch you, I was like super inspired by your story, because you guys are like really pushing the boundaries and putting it out there for women in, you know, what is particularly a male dominated industry with snow sports and sportswear design. So tell the guys a little bit about yourselves, where it started, and you know what you're all about.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Well, so Snooks started about 3 years ago now. So when we first had the idea, basically we're both snowboarders ourselves. We go on like big trips with all of our mates, and we noticed that most of the girls were actually buying stuff from the men's section because they couldn't find gear in the women's section that fitted properly, that was, you know, stylish enough without being pink and tight and girly and 2 sizes too small.
We were all wearing guys' jackets. We're like, hang on a second.
What's going on here? So we kind of did a bit of research, and we're like, actually, there's not really a brand that represents female snowboarders, and certainly not on skiers, and certainly not a British brand as well.
No, not at all.
And it started kind of around the time when Jenny Jones won her Olympic bronze as well, and there was kind of a big shift towards women in sports. And
she was a big inspiration for us, actually. Especially Britain, doing it for the girls. And I think that was kind of, there was a push in people, you know, wanting to get involved as well. And girls new to the sport, it's kind of like, well, you know, if there is a problem here and we're so passionate about the sport and we really want to kind of make a difference, then there's definitely something that we can do. And yeah, that's how Snooks started. It started as an idea, obviously, and then we just decided to make it happen.
Saw the gap in the market, and as any smart entrepreneur would do, you went for it. So what's your background? Is your background in design?
So my background is, I have a degree in sociology.
Yeah. Obviously, my degree is in economics. But we both met at uni, and I think like the combined passion for the sport, and we're really I think we're both very business minded in that sense, and you know, we're quite ambitious. We like to do things a little bit differently. Susie's very creative, probably more the creative one. And yeah, we just like to chuck about ideas and have fun and put these together and kind of.
So we realised that, okay, so we're 2 girls who've got no experience of fashion, design, textiles, anything like that, but we had this great idea and we wanted to make it happen. So we looked
learn it.
We looked into different options, and the university we went to, Loughborough, they've got an awesome graduate incubation hub. So you apply to the studio, and if you get selected, then you get the business support and mentoring and office workshop, and get to hang out with other awesome entrepreneurs.
It's an amazing framework.
So we've been based at Loughborough University for the last 2 years, and I think having the backing of the studio here has really helped us kind of equip ourselves with the skills that we need and the training that we need to actually make our business happen. So we've been pretty lucky.
Incredible. So was last season, was that the first launch of the first design series?
Yeah, so last season just gone was our first season. And we're really happy with the way it went. We've had a great crowd, great set of like core followers, people who've been really following the brand from the start and really, really behind us. And I feel like we want to build our community like that, even more so, just kind of keep replicating that. And we really want to connect with female riders, especially around the UK. but out in resort as well, and just find out from them firsthand what their frustrations are, and what we can do to kind of help them and how we can get them on board as well. So it's kind of like a creative force. So just planning for next season now, and that's what we're doing over the summer. So it's all go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I was just going to say, we had the jackets. The girls that were out, because they were out on the slopes every damn day, and they got so many comments, such great feedback. The teal one, it just stood out with that orange fur. Absolutely. So, how's that affecting the design for moving forward? What's coming up? What's coming out
next season? Okay, well, yeah, we can definitely give you a sneak peek, maybe.
So we, because one of our kind of core things has always been that we're a British brand and that we're manufactured in Britain. So kind of heritage British styling really influences our designs. So last season's jacket, the Reviver series, was kind of based on like a duffel coat kind of. So it definitely had that kind of British feel to it. It had the toggles and the elbow pads. So with next season's range, we kind of staying with the kind of British heritage feel, but it's more style towards like a trench coat type style.
Yeah.
So keeping the long line, but it's going to be quite sleek this time.
Yeah.
Quite stripped back and sleek.
Earthy colours. It's going to be available in 3 colours. Yeah, definitely still room for layers, but almost like slim fitting. Obviously all of your technical fabric, so waterproof, breathable, but yeah, focusing on like the heritage theme as well.
Yeah, that was another thing that a lot of people, the girls had commented on, that it was like the best jacket for snow conditions because they were absolutely bone dry.
Can we use this testimonial?
Yes, you can. Of course you can. Yeah. No, honestly, also the hood is big enough to fit over your helmet as well.
Yeah.
Also, these little things in the design make all the difference when you're out on the slopes, and if you've got a crappy weather day, you want to keep dry so you don't have to, go back home. So, with the design work, do you take it you work closely with designers then, with not being designers yourselves?
Yeah, so we worked.
Put your hand to it, like, I can do this.
Susie should probably get a little bit of credit for this, because like she does a lot of the design work, really teaching herself from scratch, like Photoshop and everything. So how we started, we had a designer on board. She worked freelance. She used to work for another snowboarding brand actually, and we came across her, and she was really on board with what we were doing. And she did us sort of 3 set designs, and kind of taken that basis and structure and built on it for this season. So we've used that same sort of initial start, and then Susie's pretty nifty on the design work.
Thank you. But yeah, we work closely with pattern cutters as well. So something that's really important is the fit of our jackets, and we want them to be able to fit all sorts of different types of women. So we spent a lot of time kind of refining that and making sure it does fit in all the right places and that it translates across the sizes as well. So yeah, quite a lot of attention to detail goes into the design.
Another question I'd got off one of my girls, that is it good fitting for the larger busted lady? Now, I don't have that problem, but I ladies that do, does that fit into your design process?
I can confirm with my I'm rather well endowed. So yeah, that definitely we definitely took that into consideration, and it's the only jacket I've ever worn that's fitted comfortably over my chest. So yeah, that was something that was quite important to us.
Yeah, but it's like when you go and try and buy a women's jacket. I mean, there is like some good, like there's some good stuff out there, but like variety wise, and your sizing. Like I'm quite tall, but I'm not particularly big. But I'd go for like a large, and like sometimes like a large would be tight, and I'm like, hang on a second.
Yeah,
I feel really big right now.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've got a bum and I've got hips, like quite big, but I did go into a snowboard shop and have to buy an XXL, whereas like in real life I'm like a 12 or 14.
You're just delicious.
I think that's like massive for women. I mean, there was an article out the other day about, I think it was about H&M sizes. She was a size 12 and she was having to wear a size 16. No one wants to buy bigger clothes size up than what they are, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say the highlights were you for last year?
I think one of the highlights was being out in Morzine with you guys. It was amazing. Like the chalet and the service, it was so good. We had such a good time. Like the setting as well. We've never stayed in.
And you came over for Snowbox, so that was a great week anyway. There was loads going.
Yeah. And being able to stay with you guys definitely made it.
Yeah, I think Snowbox was awesome because we had the opportunity to actually interact with kind of our core customers really in the mountains, which we haven't really had that many opportunities to do.
And do you know what? That was the first time we saw someone who we didn't know, didn't recognise, in a Snooks jacket.
Yeah,
and like for that, cool. You know, like something that you've put so much work into for like the last few years, and then we've just seen someone wearing a Snooks jacket. We're like, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Someone who's not your mum or your best friend or something. It's like,
yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, we did swear that we'd get a tattoo of the Snooks logo on our bottoms when that happens. So that needs to happen, doesn't it?
Do you want to say it?
I would love to see it when you get it done. Another thing I wanted to ask you, where did the name come from? Because there's a pretty cool story. It's quite a cool story behind it, right?
Yeah. So Snooks in old English it's an old British phrase. To cock a snook means to it's sort of like a polite middle finger.
Is that
to cock a snook? Yes. What we're doing is it's just it's a very male dominated industry. There's perhaps not enough choice out there for women. So we are cocking a snook. Doing it for the girls.
Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely love that. Absolutely love it. So, where can people find you? What's the web address? Where are you most on in terms of social media? Just give us a quick shout out. I mean, we'll post all the links as well, but just give a quick shout out.
Yeah.
So our stuff's available on our website, which is www.snookswear.co.uk. And we do a lot of silly stuff on Instagram, and you might catch some ridiculous videos on Facebook as well.
Yes, outtakes. We've been howling at them. You've got to follow these guys on the social media. Funny.
There's some funnier ones coming. Well, I don't know if they're going to be funny or not, but it's just us being ridiculous. There's some more coming in the next month, leading up to our Kickstarter campaign, which is launching next month. So that is where people can pledge to buy next season's jacket ahead of the game. So put your pre-orders in, and yeah, there'll be a good video coming. We'll let you know.
Exciting. And that was what I was going to say. You know, what's the next plan? What's the next step? And you know, for the next season, because we're already looking ahead to season 2018.
Yeah.
So we've decided to do a Kickstarter campaign because we really want to be able to grow the business and produce an awesome range for next season. But the reason we chose to kind of use Kickstarter is because we really want to build a community of kind of Snooksers, but we want to be able to connect with the snow sports community, and we also want to have their input into our brand and into our designs and really make it kind of rider driven.
Yeah.
So Kickstarter is the perfect platform for us to do that.
Yeah. So at the moment, it's Susie and I mean, we've had an intern help us, but there's no big investment, there's no big capital behind us. So going out to the crowd, we want to be able to like bring in that extra support and make everyone feel a part of it.
That's awesome. I really think, you know, I work within the coaching business as well, and you know, seeing female entrepreneurs just absolutely killing it. You guys are top inspiration. I absolutely love it. So I want to just thank you so much for coming on, and we shall look forward to working together in the future.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. Look, you'll have to let us know when your next fitness retreat is, because I'd be really keen for coming to that. When's that?
We've got a chill out one in September, but we've actually just launched our snow and yoga retreat for April. Yes, I know. We've already sold 2 places, so it's going to be a popular one. But yeah, that's the second to last week of the season, so 15th of April. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Look out.
We will we'll chat more about that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and
Awesome.
really, really great talking to you, Emma.
Yes, you too.
Thanks, Emma.
Bye.